Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am at my Azure standard drop point for March, picking up my order, and thought it'd be fun to film and bring you guys along, show you what I got, but also how this process works if you're interested in Azure, and what you can kind of expect. So yeah, you order online your bulk groceries, and then you select a drop point. So drop points are nationwide. Mine is only 10 minutes from me. And so it's really convenient. And yeah, you show up at your drop point. There will be a drop point coordinator who contacts you about any changes in the schedule or timing, and you show up and help everyone unload the entire truck. So you don't just grab your boxes, you actually just help unload everyone's boxes, which is really cool. And yeah, once everything is sorted into piles kind of based on last name, you will take your items and you're good to go. Before you kind of start sorting, it can be helpful to look at the list that your drop point coordinator will give you of how many items total you have. And this is not like exactly how many actual items you have, it's how many boxes. So there could be like 5 items in a box. So I just looked at my list on my phone, and it looks like I have 5 items total, so I will just make sure I have all my 5 boxes. I'm also picking up one for a friend, which is another cool thing. You can send a friend for you if the timing doesn't work out. So yeah, I just checked this list, so I'm gonna grab my 5 things at the end of unloading the truck. So looks like the truck just got here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go help unload. We're also literally in the Goodwill parking lot. So if I have time, I'm gonna run in there and see if they have any glass jars or cool things for food storage. I'd also love to show you guys kind of what I'm thinking as far as storing bulk food. So here we go. Okay, so I've got all my stuff loaded up. That honestly took less than 10 minutes. It was so fast. I don't know how long they were here before I got here, before the pickup time, but super fast. Got it all loaded up. I picked up one for a friend and headed back. Okay, so here's my Goodwill haul. I ran in to see if they had any glass storage. Walked out with like 12 things. If you know, you know. So I will show you guys what I got. Okay, so first I got a really big glass jar. This was $2. The top, I found a few of these that are similar. The top isn't like an airtight seal, but that's fine for things like oatmeal, like oats that I don't need an air seal because I'm going through them so quickly in a week. So this is a big one. This is probably, the glass things I got are probably more for indoor storage, which is fine. I can always use more of that. Next I got 2 of these matching tall glass jars, and I thought these would be cool for like avocado oil, olive oil, just sitting on my counter, especially when I start buying like avocado oil in bigger bulk. Right now, like I have a 32-ounce glass jar of it, which is probably the same size as this, but if in the future I start getting like bigger quantities and, you know, buying bigger bulk of that, I think these would be nice to have out on the counter for oils. And then my last glass thing is just a really, this is really big, tall jar of the same kind of lid. It kind of is like a rubber suction, but it's not airtight. That's fine. I can store pasta or something like that inside. In this was $3. As far as glass, I actually have one more thing. This is just a little guy to keep out on my, it's a really strong seal. Those always scare me. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'm gonna open it. Okay. All right, thank goodness. So I'll store like seeds or nuts in there, things that I'll just leave out on my shelves. And a couple of cute things. This is just like a textured sort of pottery vase, and I just thought it was unique and cool. I love finding like unique pieces. I like the color of this. And then I found this spoon rest, which I'm kind of obsessed with. I just think it's also kind of cool and unique, and I always like need one of these. I feel like I could really use this. Lastly, I have to turn the camera around. So I got this really beautiful, really big cork board. I love just like the natural tone of this wood. I think it's gonna look really good in our house. And yeah, I actually have an idea in mind of where I'm gonna put this, which is kind of abnormal for me with Goodwill purchases, especially involving furniture and big things. So that's a win. So I'm gonna bring all this inside, including my Azure stuff in the back, and start figuring out how to store some things and kind of the beginnings of my pantry situation. Okay, so I've got my stuff inside. Like I said, all your items come in bigger boxes. So I'm gonna go ahead and unload these and then I'll show you guys what I got.
Wait another minute, 'cause you look like somehow I'm on your mind. In another life, I think that I always wanted you with me. Can we take some time and just wait for me?
Okay, I've got everything unpacked. Okay, so starting out, I got some of these sprouted organic corn tortillas, and I'm really excited about these. I mean, we don't do a lot of corn, but when we do want to do tacos or something, it's nice to have corn tortillas. I have made my own, but I love that these were sprouted, and these were a really good price for 3 packs of 12. So these are still frozen, which is great. I'm just gonna pop these in the freezer. Okay, I also got some organic dark chocolate chips. I like that these are stevia sweetened. I'm excited to make some little like frozen chocolate crispy quinoa circles. I don't even know if that's the official title. My friend made them for me and they're so good. It's just popped quinoa stirred into like some melted chocolate and you freeze it in little circles. Oh my gosh, so good. So I'm excited to use that. Okay, next I got some grass-fed raw cheddar cheese, and if you think I am excited about this, you are right. I got 3 8-ounce blocks, and I think next order I might go in with a friend for like a lot bigger quantity of this because it does get so much cheaper the bigger quantities you get, which is so fun. Okay, I also got a whole bunch of grass-fed organic butter. I think this is the 10 8-ounce blocks of this grass-fed butter. It just says grass-fed cows with year-round access to pasture. People have said on these videos that this butter is absolutely to die for and amazing, so I'm so excited to try it. Next, I got a 5-pound bag of coarse Himalayan pink salt. I try to use this as my main salt for cooking. It just has a lot higher mineral nutrients than table salt. And so, yeah, I don't know exactly how coarse this is, but I read reviews on the finer version that it was like almost powdery, so I thought this would be a good way to go. Next, I got 5 pounds of dried organic kidney beans, 5 pounds of organic dried garbanzo beans, chickpeas, and 5 pounds of Great Northern beans. I don't actually have these a lot, but I think I like them. Okay, and then finally, I decided to use a lot of my budget towards storage this month. So I got, let's see. Jake thinks there's 12 buckets right here. I honestly don't remember how many I ordered. So, and I don't exactly know if I can count these right now. These are 5 gallons. 5-gallon buckets, and then these are 2.5 gallon. So I'm gonna use these for more long-term storage for oats and beans and all the fun stuff. Okay, so I went ahead and put these green Gamma lids on these 5-gallon buckets. Turns out I got 2. It was kind of confusing to count because there's so many ridges on here. And these lids are awesome. They're definitely more pricey. And by the way, a note on that, lids are sold separately. So remember that if you're ordering food storage containers. But these are so awesome because you just install the green ring around, fits in, and you just spin it to close. I've heard people say like their little kids can open these and refill stuff from the garage or the pantry, which is so cool. So I'm gonna use these bigger buckets for our 25-pound bag of oats, just because that's what we have the most bulk of right now that needs to go in long-term storage.
We were so sorry. Feels like I'm wandering now. Feels like I'm wandering.
Okay, so that definitely didn't fit all of it, obviously, but there's not too much left in here, maybe just this much or so. So that was really satisfying to pour in here, and I'm gonna take this out probably to my garage. So for the steel cut, the whole 25-pound bag actually did fit in here. I'm not gonna store all of this in long-term storage, but gonna leave some of it in here just for our weekly use. But that is so awesome that it all fit.
Like I know, after all, used to believe.
Okay, and then for my 2.5 gallon buckets, I'm gonna just start these with beans. I only have 5-pound bags of these, so it won't even fill them up, obviously. But I'm just gonna start these with beans because I know that's something I will be storing long-term in the pantry.
Take some time to just look for me, fading slow in. I can't breathe, say it's all that you want. We were so sorry, but it feels like I'm wandering in and out.
Okay, so here's my indoor storage. This is just open shelving that Jake made over the summer whenever we moved in here, and I love it because everything is accessible. You can tell it's right by just our main living area and our table. So I've been keeping my oats in this container, but I think I like this one better. I think it would just be easier to open and pour, so I'm going to transfer regular oats into here.
Feels like I'm wandering. Feels like I'm wandering. Even now, feels like I'm wandering. Feels like I'm wandering.
So I like this jar a lot better. That's more true to the amount of oats we'll go through in a week, and I won't have to fill up 2 jars like I normally would, and I can usually just keep that out. Okay, so that is pretty much good for my open shelving storage. These are things that I use pretty much on the daily. Not everything is clearly labeled, but I'll just have hemp seeds, steel cut oats, and then regular gluten-free oats. I have my Celtic sea salt, these stevia dark chocolate, chia seeds. This is not flax seeds, obviously. Coconut chips and cocoa nibs, and then some loose leaf. So these are things I'll just keep inside before I get bigger or more of these big 2.5 gallon buckets. And my beans are ready to go in long-term storage in the garage. I actually purposefully got these pour spout lids because this top piece is much easier to open and just pour out beans or whatnot rather than the whole lid. You actually need a lid opener for that. And so I probably still will get one, but I just thought that would be a nice little life hack in the meantime. So I will just keep, you know, quinoa and then a little store of all these beans in my pantry. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my March Azure haul and some of my food storage solutions. Yeah, leave a comment. I always read the comments and I love to talk with you guys who are watching my video. And I'll see you guys in a video soon. Bye.